Hello there guys, and welcome to another edition of Star Wars Comics. Don't forget to hit that bell for YouTube to notify you the second I upload my daily videos, and I'm on Twitter constantly if you guys want to talk more Star Wars, link in the description. Previously we saw a bounty put on Maul and his brother Savage Opress. This was done by Zabrak, a wealthy miner with a grudge, and the Jedi Council wanted to learn why was this the case. That is why they sent a Jedi team to intervene, and just at the right time, Maul together with his brother went to hunt down Zabrak, but right in the nick of time was saved by the Jedi. Now Maul had a worthy foe. Outside of the mine, however, everything was in shambles. Almost everyone was dead. The native grandfather that felt Maul's presence asked her niece to tell him what is transpiring, since he was blind but partly force sensitive. She went on to tell him that the mine is completely burnt out and that time for them is almost over. The day of the three suns is almost here. However, her grandfather had a vision, and that vision was seemingly and slowly coming true. The Jedi hold on to Zabrak. Maul orders Savage to let him go. With that, the Jedi land Zabrak safely, but he gets up and angrily orders everyone to kill them right now. But Master Salmara tells him to wait. She started a discourse with Darth Maul, presenting herself and telling him that there must be a diplomatic way for them to end this nightmare. Mockingly, Maul asks what does she propose. She went on to say that if they put their lightsabers down and come quietly, she promises no harm will come to them and they would eventually face trial. Both the Zabraks were infuriated. Savage was done. He ignited his lightsaber. It was time to fight. Both of them jumped down to the Jedi's level. The security forces started shooting, but the Zabrak pushed all of them with the Force, dispersing them like ants. With their lightsabers, the brothers went on to kill many of the security forces, but Master Judd had had enough. With his saber staff, he proceeded to attack both Maul and Savage Opress. Suddenly, Maul hits Master Judd square in the face. Master Judd had been waiting a long time to face a foe worthy such as the Zabraks, but Savage assured him that they won't face him for long. As Judd incapacitated Savage, Maul jumped right behind him. He started mocking Maul's brother Savage. He told him that your brother lacks focus like you lack legs. Infuriated and with anger, Savage Opress lets out a big force barrier all around him, hitting not only the security forces but the Jedi Master and Maul himself. Salmara grew tired of this fighting. She used the Force to grab one of the containers and flinged it at Savage. He prepared to slice it with his lightsaber, but Maul begged him to not do that. It was filled with carbonite, but it was too late. Savage had already done that. All the carbonite spilled over and froze the Zabrak completely. Now only one remained. Well, half of one, according to Master Judd. Suddenly, Maul grabbed the arm of Judd with his mechanical leg. How did he dare mock the mighty Zabrak? He broke the Jedi Master's arm completely, approached the Jedi, getting ready to finish him once and for all, when suddenly a green lightsaber impales the mechanical legs of Maul. It was Salmara's apprentice, Dre. Without mercy, Maul sliced both of his arms clean off. In this confusion, Maul used this chance to escape, to the disappointment of Zabrak, who ordered his forces to not let him escape, to shoot him down. But Maul, using the Force, started bringing the entire tunnel down. Now they were in grave danger, but the Jedi used the Force to hold it back, saving all who were inside. Zabrak was infuriated. They almost had him, but Jedi Master Salmara is trying to calm him down. They shouldn't concern themselves with Maul right now. They have a lot of wounded to attend to, as well as Savage Opress, frozen in carbonite. Zabrak realized that she was right. No matter what Maul did, he couldn't escape the cruelty of this planet. It was unforgiving. Two suns bearing down at you all the time, with a third one coming. The heat exhausted Maul. He fell down the sand. With time passing, the sand started to cover up Maul entirely, when suddenly natives approached. It was just the person they were searching for. Maul is surrounded by darkness. He hears something beyond the shadows. Who was there? The shadow of a spider-like figure. Suddenly he showed himself. It was Darth Maul, as Savage Opress found him on Lothal Minor. the crazy and spider-like mechanical creature. It was in fact Maul's darker side. He entrapped Maul. In fact, Maul believed he was already gone, but never. He would never disappear. He is him. He in fact is what survived inside of Maul. He was fueling him to go forward. No, Maul didn't want that to happen. He started strangling his mirror image. He would kill him right now. Suddenly, that dark form takes the shape of Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi, the same Jedi that made half of a Maul. Now Maul was completely going insane. It was Kenobi. He started strangling the Jedi even more. He doesn't need legs, he just needs his hands around his throat. Now the Jedi started begging, saying please, to let him go. Maul was in fact having a living nightmare as he woke up and realized he was strangling the grandfather. Completely confused, he asked them where is he? His anxiety had taken over, but the grandfather assured him that he is among friends. There is no need for anger and pain. The former Sith still was inquisitive. He asked them why had he brought him here. The child Jatan went on to tell him that you are the one that grandfather had foreseen. You are the great warrior who will end the tyranny of Jaboag and help us take back our home. Their home, which was in the Great Mine. The grandfather went on to assure him that if he teaches them, their people would follow him in the attack against Jaboag, where they can take their home back and he can reclaim his brother. Now Maul was starting to get the picture. With an army by his side, things would be much more simpler. The grandfather was more assured than ever. The day of the three sons approached. He foresaw that he would be the one to come and save them from this fate, the one who walks in the light. Cut to Master Judd, who was getting treatment in the medical facility, as well as the Padawan, who would recoup with his arms and everything. He will be completely healthy in no time, the doctor assures the Master. However, when Judd starts questioning him about the native population and Jaboag, the doctor suddenly comes silent. Judd even asked the doctor if Jaboag had been fair in his dealings with the native population. Are they in some sort of danger? The doctor said to look at the skies for his answer, that the day of the three sons is drawing near. It was time for Maul to learn what was this day of three sons. The grandfather went on to explain. When Jaboag came, his operation forced us from the caves we called home. We did not live there by choice, but by necessity. The planet Murjon is surrounded by three suns. When two suns rise, the heat on the surface is barely tolerable. But once every 10 years, three suns rise together. Everything on the surface of this planet will burn alive. When this day came, everyone needed to find shelter, and with the mine now occupied, the natives would suffer the exact horrible fate. Maul did not sugarcoat it. He told Trisjan, which was the grandfather, that they must be ready and willing to die in order to take the mine back from Jaboag. The child reassured him they would be their ultimate army, and Maul would be their demon in the light. As Maul went outside, the entire native population was chanting "Demon in the light" in servitude fully to the Zabrak, to the former Sith Darth Maul. This was the second issue of the Darth Maul Death Sentence comic series. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you thought Tatooine was hot, my god, Murjon every 10 years gets a complete cleanse. It's like basically nuking the entire planet. A great Legends tidbit for you guys. Hope you enjoyed this episode particularly. I actually found it entertaining that Savage Opress, when overtaken by his anger, could sometimes succeed in blowing up more than Maul. We all know Maul for his anger, and when he is angry, just get out of his way, just run away. Savage this time showed that he does not like to be mocked. If you do, there's no telling what you may find. Now, it will be interesting to see Maul actually try to regain his brother again, to reclaim his brother again from the Jedi using this new army. And if you guys enjoy this video, please leave a like and a comment down below. Comment on, do you enjoy this particular series with Darth Maul the Death Sentence comic series, and if you do, I'll be sure to continue it. Thank you again for stopping by and tuning in the channel, supporting it. I really appreciate it a lot. And with that said, may the force be with you guys always.